Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of 30 Numbers, a memoir written by Kim Kaye, an author who 30 years later writes fictional novels. But I'm going to continue reading this bad chapter. So here we are. Let's start it off. Once again, Jessie's at her job near the end of the day, Christmas Day. I had just finished hanging up on the pervert of the hour when an unusual call came my way. "David Dern here," said a friendly voice. "I'm a regular customer." He paused so that I could search for his file, and I liked when they did that. "Your number, David?" I asked. He gave it to me and then said, "You poor thing, having to work on Christmas Day. That's a shame." What a dear. He knew exactly how I felt. "I know, but someone had to come in," I replied. "And all because of us horny guys with our silly fantasies, huh?" he said. He didn't sound silly. He sounded so correct, so spot on the mark. "Aw, don't do that," I gently chided. "To each their own thing, right?" "I'm glad you understand," he said softly. Some woman would just think we were sickos." "Well, I guess some are," and we both shared a laugh. "But you sound like a nice guy." "And you sound like a nice lady," he responded. "I wouldn't mind talking to you for my half hour." "Sorry, but you know how it is," I replied. "I know. It's just that you have such a friendly voice," David coaxed. "Oh, well, my loss. What's your name, anyways?" "Jessie," I said, automatically complying with his request. Kind words did that to me. They caught me off guard. "How long you been with the company?" he asked. 3 months already," I replied. "Oh, if I'd known that there was such a pleasant voice as yours before, I would have been calling more often," he said coyly. Another line rung. "Gotta go, David," I said sadly. "Who did you want to call from?" "Well, if I can't have a call from you, then I'll take Jennifer," he decided. "She'll be calling you in just a few minutes," I told him. "And it was nice talking to you. Bye." I hung up and quickly picked up the next line, but they'd already hung up. No sweat off my back. Passing Mr. Dern's call to Jennifer, I definitely fielded another call. Time was starting to fly. Soon I'd be out of here. "Yo, can I help you?" "It's Carla, done with Perry," she sang, then began a sentence haltingly. "Jess?" "Yes?" "Perry's always asking me to send him soiled panties." "But you know we don't do that," I reminded her. She gave it the old college try. "I know, but I have these 2 pairs that another customer mailed to me." "You got 2 pairs of dirty panties sent to you?" I was thunderstruck. "Oh, no, of course not," she hastened to settle me. "They were brand new and real nice, except they're a size too large for me." "So what are you suggesting?" I asked. "Oh, can't I just wear them for a day and then mail them to him?" she pleaded. "I could ask for $100 for them and I could share it with the company. Wouldn't it be worth a try at least?" "Carla, I don't have a say in the matter," I told her. "It would be up to Harold, the big boss." "Okay, well, could you bring the subject up with him?" she asked. Yeah, right. I'm going to speak to face with another man about soiled undies? "I'll make a note in the report book," I informed her. I pulled the book towards me and I wrote, "Harold, Carla/Lily has an idea she wants to talk to you about." The phone rang and I answered with the standard greeting. "Jessie," a voice whined at me. It's David Dern calling. I was on the phone to Jennifer, and my half hour wasn't up yet, and we got cut off right when I was ready to come. Okay, David, I'll check with Jennifer. I assuaged him. If that's the case, she'll call you right back and you can continue the call. You know what my fantasy was? He asked, excitement replacing his former whine. She's licking you deep in your asshole. I gasped, sickened. That's nice. Jennifer will call you right now, I said stupidly before hanging up on him. What happened to my debonair David? Reaching Lorelei, I questioned her about the call. Sure enough, the phone had been pulled out of the jack. I tried to call him back, but his line was busy, she said. Yeah, calling here, I said, still feeling nauseous. Man, did he love your voice, she giggled. You're the star of his fantasy. Just call him, Lorelei, I ordered, hanging up on him. Maybe it was a touch rude, but she shouldn't have told me what she did. I don't want to be the star of anyone's fantasy other than my boyfriend's. Speaking of which, good old Jimmy was waiting for me right now at home. He was probably putting the finishing touches on the Christmas meal that we would enjoy. We hadn't been seeing much of each other lately. Things were starting to have a short fuse, and we both realized we needed a special night like tonight. I pushed my credit card to the max by buying him a gorgeous black leather jacket. I'd heard that there were bonuses to be given to the receptionist. The amount would depend on the number of calls you placed for the company, the almighty company. I considered myself a damn good employee, and I knew I could count on a fair-sized bonus. Every cent would go to that leather jacket. Time was running out, and the phone rang. Willie Gilly, the somber voice stated. Have Charlotte call me again. Right away, Willie, I replied. Poor Charlotte. She'd wanted to sign off an hour ago to go to church. Her mother felt ill, though, so Ernestine stayed home after all. I wonder if I was helping to make her night a little more pleasant. The phone rang. Hi. Ugh. Done with Willie, the voice greeted me. Thank God. I figured it was Ernestine. Not really, Ernie, I told her apologetically. He wants another half hour. Oh, no, she wailed. Ernestine is not known for that. She's usually the calmest person around. I'm going to have to go to confession tomorrow for sure. He's got me talking about 5-year-old boys and shitting on them. Are you serious? I asked. You know, I seen a thing on the news about the cops cracking down on pedophiles. I guess old Willie is one of them. That he is, Ernie concurred. But I can't help wondering, if this service helps to keep him out of the playground. Another line lit up. Well, Sister Ernestine, time for your missionary work. The caller turned out to be Lorelei Jennifer. All done with your boyfriend? Oh, sorry. Let's try that one again. The caller turned out to be Lorelei Jennifer. All done with your boyfriend? Who are you talking to? I asked, momentarily confused. David, she teased. Ugh, I used a well-coined phrase. Watch your mouth, young lady. I can limit your calls. No problem, she called. I sign off soon anyways. She was right. We both signed off soon. And I couldn't wait. Another phone started ringing. I picked up the line and heard, Hi, Jessie. Hi, I yelled back. No idea who I was talking to. It's David Dern, he said. I instantly put my guard back up. Can I have another call with Jennifer? Coming right up, I quickly said. Oh, that last call was so much fun, David just as quickly replied. I had you and Jennifer pretending you were lesbians. Okay, David, Jennifer will call you. This time I'm going to pretend that you're a virgin. David and Jennifer, she's going to strap on a dildo and she pops her cherry. David, I'm very busy, I cut in. Goodbye. Oh, Jessie, you sound so nice. I could only hang up on him. The phone rang, and I took an order from a new caller who had no preference. I didn't bother making sure either. He said he had none, and I took his word for it. I didn't want to hear anything else about sex, and if Jimmy wanted some fun after Christmas dinner, he'd better think again. Sex was only for procreation anyway, wasn't it? With a black cloud surrounding me, I passed the new caller to Linda Shauna. And what does Earl want? Linda asked. With a snarl, I said, what do you think? Phone sex! Scene. There are only 5 minutes left to go. I'd relaxed from the few irritating calls, and I knew my relief, Luna, was on her way. She'd called from the corner coffee shop, to see if I wanted anything. All I wanted was to get home to my sweetheart. But I don't think that was on the menu. The only worry I had concerned these rumored bonuses. The phone rang again, and I prayed it wasn't a customer. Hello, can I help you?
Jessie?
A voice said.
This is Harold.
Harold was the grand owner of the sex shop. Instantly, I reviewed in my mind the number of times the phone rang when he called, how sexy my voice sounded when I answered. I figured it was okay, so pass over the big bonus. Merry Christmas, I remembered, or perhaps reminded him.
Yes, one of the reasons I called, Harold said. I'm going on holidays for a couple of weeks. Oh, and Gabrielle won't be in Toronto either.
All the receptionists knew they were going away to the south of France together. But Harold and Gabrielle, they still thought they were being secretive. Yeah, I know, I played the game. I'm taking over a few of Gabrielle's shifts.
Oh, I just wanted to remind you that you're working every day of next week,
Harold said. He didn't have to remind me. I knew I wouldn't have a day off in 3 weeks. I know, I acknowledged. I'm also working a couple 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. shifts besides my own shifts.
Double shifts?
He queried. That's how Gabrielle worked it, I informed him. But don't worry, I have lots of energy. I can handle it.
Well, that's good, just good, Jessie.
Harold complimented me.
You're good at your job. I'm glad we hired you.
Thank you, I replied.
To show our appreciation, you'll find a bonus check in the top drawer of my desk, he said. Happy New Year.
That's next week, I said. But I'll still be here, same time, same place. Harold didn't get the joke. Well, you have a good trip, and thanks for the bonus. He hung up, and I giddily ran towards his desk. I pulled open the top drawer and saw a white envelope with my name printed on it. Walking back to my desk with the envelope, I tried to imagine what the amount would be. The jacket cost $400. I hoped for $300 at least. With anxious fingers, I opened the envelope, pulled out the check, and bellowed in anger. $40? $40? My mind became analytical as I grabbed the calculator. I tried to reason sensibly. Okay, I did not do as many calls as the 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. girl did. That was the busiest shift, and she could usually do 50 calls. But I did do 25, often more, and that was more than the morning girl did. The average for that was 15 calls. But so say I did 25 a day on average. That meant 55 times 25, $1,375. I made the company almost $1,400 in my shift alone. And I took my computations further. 15 plus 25 plus 50 equals 90 calls a day. 90 calls times 55 calls equals 49.50 a day. 49.50 times 365 days a year. Oh, gasp, choke. $1,806,750. Due to my hard work and the hard labor of the other receptionists, we managed to pull in just under $2 million a year for Harold's sex shop, a most lucrative business. And I got a $40 Christmas bonus to show for it. It's good to know I'm so appreciated. Scene. And the end of chapter 3. So I hope you like this one. I hope you're going to come back to chapter 4. It takes place in the new year. And Jessie will find out a lot more about her boyfriend. And they're getting into a little bit of trouble. So, okay, thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, all that kind of business. And talk to you soon. Bye.